Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Doom Eternal's Marauder and why I think it is an awesome character slash enemy in the entire game. I actually have myself a figurine here of the Doom Eternal Marauder, as you can see on the back. I actually got this a while back and I was actually quite happy with my purchase. So I'm a big fan of this character. I know there was a lot of talk about it a couple of years ago where the character was hated and the enemy was hated, mainly because it was just too cringe. Apparently people didn't like it being the way it was, and the combat style it had when you had to face them. Personally, I think the design, first of all, is flipping awesome. It is hands down probably my favorite design of any enemy character wise in the entire Doom Eternal game. I think the Marauder looks the best. I can tell that they put effort into it. It looks really cool. There is one thing I would change about it though. I wish the Marauder was a one-time enemy. It was kind of like a legend type deal instead of just constantly facing him. I wish it was like a Hell's equal to the Doomslayer. So I wish there was that kind of thing. But the design is awesome. The horns, the infected body parts, the armor, the axe, and of course the double barrel super shotgun. You can't forget about that. So moving forward, a lot of people didn't like him because of the combat. Apparently, people found it way too quick for the game itself and way too tacky, which personally I disagree with. I think the gameplay with the Marauder is actually one of the better sequences of the game. It actually has to, you have to really try and get around him. I know a lot of people these days could easily kill him within 2-3 seconds anyway, but back when the game came out, I felt like it was perfect for the game because it was literally like facing yourself in a weird way, and I felt like a lot of people didn't like that. But for me, I enjoyed it. So the design looks awesome. His gameplay and mechanics were cool with the double barrel shotgun. Obviously, when his eyes glow green, that is when you can attack him. He also summons dogs as well. A lot of people found that really annoying. I feel like that was a good way of keeping the player on their toes, constantly moving, because you could just stand there and just shoot the flip out of the guy until he runs or teleports towards you. So I feel like the dog ability with the Marauder was also a good way just to keep gameplay flowing a little bit more. Moving forward, the voice lining was awesome when he enters the portal, when you go see Dr. Samuel Hayden for the first time. The voice lines were really cool. The voice itself was super well done. It sounded demonic. It sounded really dark and epic. And I feel like that was a great idea to include some sort of voice lines for this character. Obviously, I don't think he speaks during the fight, but when you first meet a Marauder, there's a full-on cutscene for it, and it definitely introduces the guy or character quite well. So I don't see the problem with people's Marauder issue. Skillup was one of those people. They actually done a video about this years and years ago at why the Marauder was bad. And personally, I don't see what the problem was. I think it was a great idea. Also, Upper Echelon was a person that made a video about this, saying that Marauder was bad. I disagree with you, mate. I think he was really good. He sounded cool. He looked cool. He kept the players on their toes constantly. And if you don't like it, don't play the game. It's that simple. Don't make an entire video about a character and an enemy and then continue to play the game. I mean, if you're not going to like it, don't play it. It's that simple. So I think this character was awesome. I think it was a great way to, introduce kind of like a evil version of Doomslayer to the game, aka facing yourself. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of other games have done this before. It's kind of like, when you go back and you face yourself somehow in a different way and stuff like that, and it just makes it good because I feel like the Marauder in Doom Eternal was one, if not the only enemy that really had a chance against the player because it would move like the player, it would do attacks like the player, it would retreat, it would go forward when you least expect it, it would attack you when you least expect it. and it's just constant. And I feel like even when there's two of them, I don't remember if there's three of them, but if there's two of them, you have to face buckle up and become the Doomslayer, because that is the whole point of the game. You've got to run and gun, you've got to constantly move, and seeing people just complain about it is ridiculous in my opinion. I feel like this character, this enemy, was one of the better new enemies we had, and I would love to see it come back. So I feel like the Marauder in Doom Eternal was a really, really cool character, really good enemy to have in the game. Don't listen to the people on the internet because they're absolute idiots, and some of them have no idea what they're talking about. So I feel like it was a great character. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Have you ever played Doom Eternal? If you have, what do you think about the Marauder? Personally, I'm a big fan of him. I feel like he was really, really cool, and I would love to see him come back in the future. So let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe for more, and stay safe.